Good afternoon. Welcome to the Recovering Perfectionist Mama podcast, Grace in Progress. I'm Buffy, and if this is your first time joining us, welcome. I just want to give you a little bit of information about me and my mindset and my goals for this podcast. So I am a women's lifestyle creator on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, dealing with women's lifestyle issues such as marriage, children, relationships, mental health, fitness and nutrition, as well as some mindset topics, as well as ultimately arming you with information that you can use to help you live the life you want to live, give you tips and tricks that help you make things easier, life hacks, if you will, and then also live the best life that you possibly can. Model that for your children if you have children, and encourage others. And then ultimately just continue leveling up, because I like to learn a lot of information. I like to make things easier for myself and for others, and to live the life that we want to live and potentially pass that legacy on down to our children. I mean, what could be any better than that, right? So without further ado, today we're going to talk about a really unfun topic in some ways, but a topic that needs to be dealt with because it affects a lot of women, whether we realize it or not. It's the B word. It is the burnout word. So today's topic is titled Burned Out, but Not Broken. Reclaiming Your Energy, Boundaries, and Joy. Welcome back to the Recovering Perfectionist Mama podcast, Grace in Progress, where we talk about the things women face every single day. Motherhood, relationships, health, and the mental load that comes with trying to do it all. Because unfortunately, society has sold us a bill of goods. And that bill of goods comes with no refund policy, no accountability to what we've been told and lied to about. But ultimately, we're making the best of it, aren't we, ladies? Let me start with this question. Have you ever felt like you're running on fumes? Like you're giving from an empty tank? You're doing everything right. Eating somewhat healthy, showing up for work, being there for your family, keeping up appearances, but you still feel exhausted, uninspired, or like you've lost yourself along the way. I know I can relate to this. That's not just tiredness, that's female burnout. And today we're going to talk about how to recognize it, recover from it, and rebuild your life around energy and alignment, not exhaustion and obligation. Let's talk about understanding female burnout. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what burnout actually is and why it's showing up for women at record levels. Burnout isn't just about being tired. It's almost like a bone tired kind of feeling. I mean, it's pervasive throughout like your entire being almost. But it's emotional, it's physical, and it's mental exhaustion caused by chronic stress. It's when your nervous system has been running in overdrive for so long that even rest doesn't feel restful anymore. As for women, it often comes wrapped in layers of guilt and responsibility. I think as soon as a baby girl is born, like she's literally given an extra helping of guilt and responsibility. We're conditioned to be caretakers, the fixers, the emotional anchors. And while that's powerful, it's also draining when it's constant and one-sided. You know you're burning out when you feel numb instead of sad. You find yourself snappy or detached from the people you love. Even small tasks feel like climbing a mountain. You've lost excitement for things that once lit you up. Sound familiar? That's the nervous system saying, I can't keep doing this at this pace. Let's talk about the hidden drivers of female burnout. Let's break down what's really fueling the burnout cycle. 1, the good woman syndrome. We've been taught to say yes, even when it costs us peace. We equate worthiness with self-sacrifice. It's time to rewrite that script. Being good doesn't mean being depleted and exhausted. Emotional labor. Women often carry the invisible emotional load, remembering birthdays, managing kids' emotions, and maintaining relationships. That invisible energy drain doesn't show up on your to-do list, but it's massive. Perfection pressure. As you can see from my username, I definitely know a little bit about perfectionism, and it hasn't done me very many favors. In fact, I often feel burnt out, and I understand the pressure and I understand the assignment, as they used to say, about what I'm expected to do. And so I've taken that quite literally and to heart a lot more than I probably should have. So from body image to parenting to career, we've been sold the idea that balance means doing it all effortlessly. And for some, they're able to do it, right? But for some, it comes at a hidden toll, and that toll is burnout. But real balance isn't juggling perfectly. It's knowing what to drop. When you have 7 to 10 plates and you only have 2 hands, what are you going to drop? Clearly, you're not going to drop your family. You're not going to drop your kids. You're not going to drop obligations for your parents or such. But other things can drop, right? Like, oh, I need to be a size 0 or I need to be a size 6, whatever that size, whatever it is. Those are things you can drop. Expectations that don't really amount to what is important, right? Ultimately, at the end of the day, your kids and your family and all that are important. Lack of recovery time. You can't pour from an empty cup, but you also can't refill by scrolling Instagram and calling it me time. Real recovery is about intentional rest, not distraction. Let's talk about recognizing the signs early. Let's name the signs before you crash. You start resenting the people you love. You have brain fog or forget simple things. You wake up tired no matter how long you sleep. You feel guilty for resting. You stop dreaming, creating, or planning for yourself. When you notice these, it's your body whispering before it screams. Listen then. It's so much easier to pivot before you hit the wall. Let's talk about the recovery blueprint. All right, here's some actionable strategies to move from burnout to balance. Reconnect as to your why. Ask yourself, what actually matters to me right now? Not 5 years ago, not what others expect, but you. What matters to you? When you align your daily actions with your current priorities, you actually start cutting out what's draining you. Redefine rest. Rest isn't laziness, it's maintenance. Schedule rest like it's a meeting that can't be canceled. And here's the trick. Rest doesn't mean stillness. For some women, rest looks like movement, creative expression, or solitude. Find your version. Create energy rituals. Build micro moments of reset into your day. Step outside for 5 minutes between meetings. Put your phone down during meals. Do one slow inhale before saying yes to anything. Those little recalibrations retrain your brain and your body to feel safe instead of always on. And some of you know being always on is terribly exhausting. Say no without apology. Start practicing soft no's like, that sounds great, but I don't have the capacity right now. I'd love to, but I'm prioritizing downtime this week. Protecting your energy is self-respect, not selfishness. Build in joy, not just productivity. Ask yourself daily, what would feel good today? Joy isn't a reward for finishing your to-do list. I'm guilty of that myself. How many of you are also guilty of that? It's the fuel that makes everything else sustainable. Support your nervous system. Prioritize sleep. Eat balanced meals, especially protein and whole foods. Move your body daily in ways that feel nourishing. Limit stimulants and social comparison triggers. Burnout recovery is both emotional and psychological. Find support, whether it's a therapist, coach, or community of women walking the same path. Healing happens faster when you're not doing it alone. Let's talk about rebuilding and preventing burnout. Once you've started to feel lighter, protect that progress. Create sustainable rhythms, not routines. Allow ebb and flow. You are cyclical, hormonally, emotionally, and energetically. Do regular check-ins. What's feeling heavy right now? Where am I saying yes out of guilt instead of desire? What do I need to feel grounded this week? Your needs will change, and that's not failure, that's evolution. So if you're listening and thinking, this is me, I'm burned out, but I don't want to live like this anymore, remember this. You can't heal by hustling harder. You heal by choosing yourself again. Not someday, not when it's convenient, but now. Because the world doesn't need you burned out, it needs you lit up. If this episode resonated with you, share it with another woman who might be running on empty right now. Follow the show, leave a quick rating if you like, and tag me on Instagram, recovering_perfectionist_mama, with your biggest aha moment. Let's start normalizing rest, recovery, and resilience for women everywhere. Thank you for tuning in. And once again, I'm Buffy, and I'd love to have you check out our podcast again. And if you have any topic ideas, feel free. You can contact me at Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, all on the same handle. So I hope you have a great day. And remember, burnout, there's no medal for being the most burned out person you can be, right? Rest, take care of yourself because you deserve it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.